The big fashionable hats, the food and drinks, or the race itself, thousands will be celebrating what is considered the greatest 2 minutes in sports. It is Kentucky Derby weekend. Do you hear that? There's something frying here in the kitchen. More than 100,000 people will be making their way to Louisville's Churchill Downs racetrack for the 139th annual event. And you don't have to leave home to celebrate those. Chef Ryan Kelly from Tavern in the Village is here to share with us a Kentucky Derby favorite. And we also have Kelly Manning, who is here as well, and he's the restaurant owner. Fill us in, Ryan, on what you got going here.
Well, this is the Kentucky burgoo stew. Kentucky Derby favorite.
Yeah. And so tell us, what are the ingredients?
Well, you start with olive oil and vegetables like a mirepoix, onions, celery, carrots, some green pepper, garlic. And when you get to this point, you're going to start adding your meat to it, big pieces of meat, whole chicken on the bone, and pieces of pork. And then they're going to stew in here after you add your tomatoes and potatoes and chicken stock. Then when that meat's done, you take it out and then pick it off of the bone.
Yeah.
And then you want to stew it a little bit more, thicken it up, and then you add the meat back to it.
Yeah. And so this is some kind of tomato sauce?
Yep, it's just crushed tomatoes. I like to use a fire-roasted tomato. And we can't get there right now in this here quickly because the meat takes a long time to...
But the finished product is actually amazing. Look at that. You have to get an overhead shot of this. Tell us, I mean, this is a Kentucky Derby favorite. Why?
Well,
it's just good.
It's more of a tradition, and I think the Kentucky Derby is really neat because it has so many great traditions, and it's a wonderful party, but with all great parties comes great food and great drink. And obviously the mint juleps have been made famous by the Kentucky Derby, but this is another one of their favorites, and it's just a stew that they've made for years, and it's something they've adopted. It's just really, it's a neat stew because it adds just a little bit of everything. It's got great vegetables. We put in chicken, we put in steak, and then pork. And as Ryan said, the great stews are all about the stock. So leaving the bone in on the chicken and the pork, and then pulling it out, putting that meat back in, really gives it that depth of flavor.
Guys, I got to tell you, this actually looks quite healthy.
It's got some, most definitely.
I mean, there's some really good nutritional value here and lots of veg. Anytime you have more than 2 vegetables in something, I think you're winning.
Absolutely.
Now, you guys are going to be serving this at the restaurant.
We are. We've got this. There's another favorite, the Kentucky Hot Brown Sandwich that we're going to be serving.
Yeah.
We've got mint juleps. We've got our own favorite, the Tavern mint julep.
So from 3 to 6.
3 to 6.
At Tavern in the Village.
We've got some great prizes for hats and best dressed, and then some giveaways with Brooks Brothers. Halls has donated some great stuff, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
You guys are just having fun with it, and food and fun, it just makes sense. Huh?
Absolutely.
I just got to bring a hat, right?
Most definitely.
It's Kentucky Derby Day.
You always
All right, guys, thanks so much, and get out there and enjoy this delicious food and enjoy the day of Kentucky Derby. All right, the recipe is on our website. All you have to do is click on As Seen on KSHB, or if you can't cook, you can go to Tavern's Kentucky Derby parties from 3 until 6 tonight.